Okay, so we will start the lecture for this week, okay, by me introducing myself. Hi, I am Nurul Farzana. So I'll be your lecturer for this semester for LCC400. So you guys can call me Miss Farzana. So I'm sorry that for this week we are going to have online class because of the implementation of uh, online class for this week, but don't worry, we'll see each other next week on Thursday, okay, at 10. So I'll be seeing you physically next week. So just we will try to get to know each other better next week. So just for this week, please bear with me. Just watch this video so that you have the idea of what we're going to cover throughout the whole semester. So LCC 400, the title itself is English for Informative Speech. So the course will be something that is related towards public speaking. So you have to talk, you have to speak. Okay, to get marks for this class, you have to speak. Alright, so by the end of the course, it is important that you as a student be able to demonstrate verbally any significant information in informative speeches related to academic or occupational matters, be able to present verbally a clear, prepared informative speech related to academic or occupational matters. So as the name of the course itself, so you have to learn about the foundation of public speaking. So you have to learn about the language that you need to use, the necessary skills to plan your idea when you want to present, and how to deliver informative speeches in terms of your verbal and non-verbal communication, okay? As well as we're also going to learn about the use of presentation aids, which is your slides, okay? It is important that you know how to make your slides so that it will be very engaging and very effective when you want to present your ideas. Okay. Alright. So don't worry about this. This is just a CLO and something that is not needed for you to know. Okay. So we will be covering the summary of the topic since it is public speaking course. You will encounter everything related to speech communication, about the process, the ethics in speaking and listening, how to deliver vocal delivery, about pronunciation, volume, rate, pitch, articulation, and so on. And we will also be covering these 4 different types of speech: descriptive, demonstrative, explanatory, and definitive throughout our whole semester. So don't worry about that. Okay, and also it is important for you to know that your topics you will have to present to me, or in a sense that you have to pitch the topics for me to me, and I will verify whether you can proceed with the topic or not, because I don't want any irrelevant topic or any dry topic that is not interesting. Okay, so let's move on to the assessment and samples. So for your assessment for this course, you will have 3 different assessment, which is 1 video review that will be in week 5, and the video you will review will be provided by Shalam. So Shalam will be giving the video, and you have to review the video in terms of let's say the question is about review the verbal and non-verbal communication in the video. So you have to do it, you have to review the video, and this is a pair work assessment. You have to record the video within 4 to 6 minutes, and the weightage for the video is 20%. Okay, and next we have informative speech 1 outline, which will be 10% of it, and the other 30% for informative speech 1 presentation. This one you have to choose whether to want whether want to do it descriptive or demonstrative. Okay, and it is individual presentation. You have to submit the informative speech outline, because this one is 10%. So total 10% and 30%. For informative speech one, it will be 40%. And this one, you have to do it within 5 to 7 minutes. It is also a recorded presentation. This one you can edit. This one, for video review, you cannot edit. You have to simply review, tak ada pause langsung, bercakap sahaja, tak perlu edit, tidak boleh edit. But for informative speech one, you can edit. For example, let's say you want to demonstrative, you want to demo on how to do matcha latte. So maybe there's some parts where you have to fast forward 2 times because it might take time. So you can do that, you can edit. That is for informative speech one. For informative speech 2, this one you have to do it either explanatory or definition. It is individual, it is face to face. You have to present for 6 to 8 minutes, and this one tak ada outline. You don't have to submit the outline, but I prefer you to actually show me the outline before you do the presentation. This one is 40% altogether. So 40, 40, 20, 100%. Okay. So don't worry, the video review will be given the video before the submission week. Okay, it is simple. I will mark based on this task fulfillment, in terms of the language that you use, okay, whether you're using the correct pronunciation, the correct language, and in terms of delivery. If I see you reading, you will not get good marks. Okay, so please do not read. You can refer to like a small notes, but do not read. That is very important, because in the rubrics we have put we will penalize those who are read, which means that we will reduce the marks for those who are reading. Okay, for example, this is the video example, this is just a sample. So you have to review 4 non-verbal aspects used in this speech presentation. Upload a 4 to 6 minutes video of your recording. Okay, and usually I will ask my student to submit via Google Classroom, put in a Google Drive, or upload in the YouTube. I think upload in the YouTube will be easier. This is how you do the I would say answer key. Okay, I would advise you to actually write down what you want to say before you record the video. So usually for video review, you explain about the general description of the video, briefly explain the purpose of the video itself, and then baru you review the video in terms of the 4 non-verbal aspect, for example. Okay, don't worry, I will give this slide to you as well. And then you have to put the conclusion as well. And then we go for assessment 2, which is informative speech 1 and speech outline. Okay, for informative speech 1, I will assess in terms of task fulfillment whether your speech is under descriptive or demonstrative. Okay, and in terms of language, whether you're using the correct language, pronunciation and whatnot, vocabulary, okay, whether the vocabulary fit the context, and also delivery. If you're reading, you're not going to get good marks. Okay, so the outline, I will look at the content, whether the content relevant in terms of language wise, your grammar, organization, whether your organization of points is relevant or not. So this is the example of it. Okay, so you are to present 5 to 7 minute speech, either descriptive or demonstrative. So your speech should include introduction, body, conclusion, and you should include the use of visual aids, PowerPoint or objects. If you're doing demonstrative, let's say you are demonstrating how to do matcha latte, so you have to have your matcha bowl, the chawan, the whisk, and all those things, the object. But if you want to do descriptive, you are describing something, you need to have your slides. and then upload your recording of your presentation in YouTube. So send me the link. Okay. And then for the outline, you are also have to submit the outline to me, because this one consists of 10 marks, 10% of your full 100 marks. Okay, I will give feedback based on that. So this is this example of outline. Introduction, you have to have the general purpose, specific purpose, central idea, the body, okay, and the conclusion. So you need to have all those things, and I would love for you to include the in-text citation where you refer to this. Okay, and the last one is assessment 3, informative speech 2. You have to do a face-to-face presentation. Okay, either it is explanatory or definition speech. This one is individual as well, and outline, you are advisable to do so. Okay, so this one also you have to give me the topic before you do the outline. Okay, I would advise you to actually pitch the topic to me, and I will rather reject or accept your topic before you further do your outline. Okay, and I will assess based on task fulfillment, language, vocabulary, and delivery. Although this one is 20 marks, we will times 2. So 20 times 2 is 40 marks. So please make sure that you don't read, because this one is a big chunk of the marks. Okay, so this is the example of the question paper. For example, you can choose a topic like how to overcome common fears, why being lazy isn't always a bad thing, euthanasia, compassion or mercy, those kind of thing. Chocolate is a psychoactive food, something like that. A topic that will be very interesting and an eye-opener to your audience. So you can actually refer to this YouTube channel, Big Think. They have a very nice topic. This topic, for example, become anti-fragile. Or another one, is it normal to talk to yourself? If you want to do, I want you to be able to do a topic that is like this, that is very interesting. Okay, so you will be penalized if you are reading from your phones, from your tablets, or from your iPads, or from the screen itself. Okay, if I caught you reading without any effort to not read, I can see whether you are making effort to not read. But some of you literally read, so for those people will be penalized. Your marks will be low. Okay, so that's it for intro to course. We will continue with the lecture in a bit.